I am Terri Danelle. I like to call myself a WOG, which is a woman of God. Come on, somebody. I'm going to be bringing to you a variety of topics. So you can catch me every week at Studio ATL on YouTube. You can look me up on Facebook at Danielle Fielder, on Instagram at I am Terri Danelle. Trying to motivate, inspire, and uplift other people. Hello, everybody. You are tuned in to the New Life Show, and I am your host, Danielle. On this episode of New Life, I want to talk about stepping out on faith. Stepping out on faith. But first, before I jump into it, I want to tell y'all a story that I read. It was about a baby camel. And one day the camel goes to her mother and she was like, "Mama, why do we have humps?" So the mother replied, she said, "Oh, that's so we can carry water through the desert." So the baby camel was like, "Okay, so why do we have rounded feet?" So the mama say, "That's for us to walk in the heat in the desert, so our feet would be protected." So the baby camel, she went and she thought about it, and she came back to her mother and she said, "Well, why do we have long eyelashes?" And the mother said, "Oh, that's to keep the sand from out our eyes when we're in the desert." So the baby camel, she thought about it for a minute and she was like, "Well, Mama, if we have all these gifts that we're supposed to be doing somewhere else, then what are we doing at the zoo?" Think about it. What are we doing at the zoo? Just think about the story that I just told. Because a lot of times, we're afraid to take a leap of faith because we're scared of the unknown. And which is understandable. But sometimes, if you don't take that leap of faith, you'll end up stuck in that place where you're at. And before you know it, time will pass by and you can't move on anymore. So don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. Yes, you know, the unknown, we don't know if it's going to work, if it won't work, but guess what? At least you jump. And if you take a leap of faith, and if you're a praying person, if you take that leap of faith and jump, I guarantee you God will catch you in midair and he'll take you the rest of the way. And sometimes we know what we want. We know what we want to do. We know where we want to go, but we second guess ourselves. But if you put your mind, if you go to order something, think about it like this. If you go order something, if you go online to an online store and you start ordering something, you go to checkout, you put it in your basket, you go and you check out and you pay for it. Guess what? You didn't second guess yourself. You went right and ordered what you wanted to do and you checked that out and you paid for it. That's how you should do when you take a leap of faith. Just go ahead on and do it. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid of failing because guess what? At least you did it and you never know where it might take you. Sometimes you gotta, if you want to jump, sometimes you gotta start small. But guess what? If you start small, you can get bigger and bigger and bigger. But don't be afraid to take a leap of faith. When God gives you a vision to do something, I guarantee you he has already paved the way for you to do what you want to do. So never be scared to do it. I mean, it's life. God gave us one life to live. So don't be afraid to take chances on the things that you want to do. Because guess what? At the end of your life, you gotta look at yourself and say, okay, I'm proud of myself for doing this. And I'm glad that I took a leap of faith. Don't get so caught up to where you doubt yourself and you regret not doing what you wanted to do. But before I go any further, I want everybody to go over, like and subscribe to Studio ATL Radio on YouTube. Go right now, like and subscribe to Studio ATL Radio on YouTube. And then go over to Facebook and look up Studio ATL and like the page. What is Studio ATL? It's a production and media company in Atlanta, Georgia that will cater to all of your media and production needs. So don't forget, go like and subscribe to Studio ATL Radio on YouTube. Now let's get back into stepping out on faith. When you want to step out on faith and you start telling other people, people will kill your dreams. Sometimes you got to move under the radar. If you know you want to do something Keep it to yourself. Just move in secret. Don't go broadcasting everything that you gonna do. Just go ahead on and do it. Because a lot of times people like for you to stay in the box that they want you in. But once you start stepping outside of that box, that's when they'll start tearing your dream down. They know you got it in you, but guess what? They don't want the world to see what gift that you're trying to put out there, so they want to keep you in that box. A lot of times people aren't there to help you. One thing I learned, if I come to you for help, I'm not trying to take away from the table that God has blessed you with. I'm trying to add to the table that God is blessing me with. That's why sometimes it's not good to tell people what you're doing until you do it. Show them, don't tell. Show them what you have put out there to the world after you have got everything together, then put it out there to the world. But while you working on your gift or what you want to do, still don't be afraid to step out on faith and do it. You never know what you're holding. You never know who's watching you. So go ahead on and step out on faith and just do it. That's all you got to do is just do it. And if it don't fail, guess what? You still did it. But if it do fail, you know, you can go back and look at, okay, what did I go wrong? What I need to do different? You know that you did it, so go back and do it. A lot of times we stop if something failed for us. But guess what? You got to keep walking. You got to keep walking, because if you don't keep walking, you're just going to stop and you're going to give up on your dream, and your dream is going to die. Y'all heard the saying, YOLO, you only live once, so you might as well go ahead on and do it. You do everything else, so do what you want to do. Do your dream. Do your dream. Keep walking. Keep going. Do not give up on your dream. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep moving. Keep stepping and stay focused. Never lose focus on what you want to do in your life. When you lose focus, that's when everything go downhill. So don't lose focus on what you want to do. Think about it. A lot of people, a lot of celebrities, they started small. And then they just took off. So keep going. You gotta start somewhere. And once you start somewhere, people will start recognizing you. You might not get the likes that you want on social media. You might not get the views that you like. But guess what? People are still watching you. One like is enough. That means you're still working. Don't worry about getting likes or views. Worry about building your character. Worry about building your future. Worry about building your business. And everything else would definitely follow. I learned that myself. We all afraid of the unknown. That's just life. But don't be too afraid of the unknown that you're scared to jump. You scared, you gotta jump. That's how you know if it's gonna work or not. If you don't take chances in life, you will miss all the shots that you were supposed to take. And like I said before, if you step out on faith, just know that God has already prepared your path, and He already has plans, and He already has people. He already has things lined up to work out for you. I didn't become a woman of God, a WOG for nothing. I did that by stepping out on faith. Do what your heart wants to do. Do what you need to do. Do what you feel like is your purpose in life. Walk into your purpose. Walk into your purpose. And I guarantee you, once you start walking into your purpose, once you start thriving in your purpose, everything else will follow. Get outside that box that you've been in. Because if you stay in that box too long, your dream is going to die. So don't let your dream die. Keep walking, keep going, keep pushing. Motivate yourself. Every morning when you wake up, I do this. Every morning when I wake up, speak over yourself. Speak life into yourself. You can't depend on other people to speak over you. Speak over yourself. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I am. I am. I am going to make it. I am beautiful. I am fearful. I am wonderfully made. I am a child of God. Speak over yourself. Put your dream out there in the atmosphere. You got to manifest that thing. I believe in manifesting what you want to come to pass. So you need to manifest what you want to come to pass. You can do it. You got to believe in yourself. If you believe in yourself, guess what? You don't need nobody else to believe in yourself. Hype yourself up. Be your own hype man. You don't need a team of people to hype you up. Hype your own self up. You know what you want to do. Believe in yourself to know that whatever I do, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. Believe in yourself. See it. Write your vision down and watch it come to pass. Right now, we're going to take a little break and we'll be back. And while we're taking a break, don't forget to go like and subscribe to Studio ATL Radio YouTube page. And go over to Facebook and look up Studio ATL. We'll be back. I am Terri Danelle. And we're back. To wrap it up, I want to say, never be afraid to walk alone. Never be afraid to pursue your dreams. Go for it. Take a leap of faith. Because if you don't, then you'll get to a point in your life where you regret doing what you wanted to do. Don't be afraid of disappointments. Keep working at it. Keep going. Keep praying. That's the most important thing. Keep praying. If you keep praying over it and putting it out there in the atmosphere, it's going to come to pass. So keep working on your dreams. Keep doing what you know that you're supposed to be doing. Don't let anybody deter you from doing your dreams. Because like I said before, people will stop you. They might say they support you, but secretly, they'll be wanting you to fail. So work on your dreams and then put it out there to the world. Keep it to yourself before you tell everybody that you're going to do something. Keep working on yourself. Keep tuning up your dream. Keep doing what you want to do, but never be afraid to step out on faith. If you know you've been in a box, guess what? It's time for you to get out that box and it's time for you to start stepping out on faith. Never be afraid to do it. Never be afraid of failure. Because in your failures, you're going to learn where you went wrong so you can go back and make it right. Go ahead on and step out and do what you know God has ordained you to do. Until next time, I want you to tune in to the New Life Show. And I am your host, Danielle. I am Terri Danelle.